I have this screw here that I've been unable to remove by sort of more conventional means. And if you see here, it's completely flush with the door. So what I'm gonna try to do today, because I haven't found any other tutorials available for it, is to extract this screw. This is the part of the bolt that's sheared off. I've measured it and it is a 1/8 screw. So it's a little bit small to try to get one of these extractors through. What I found out is that these number 1 extractors, they look like this from Ryobi. They can drill out I have to look up the conversions for this, but basically it can drill out a 1/8 inch screw. Yeah, you'll see the drill bit diameter that we needed to use is a 7/64 inch. I was able to actually do it with the 3/32. What I did was I started with the 1/16 and then I drilled it out a bit more. I did a little pilot hole with the 1/16. I widened it with the 5/64, and then after realizing that that wasn't big enough to get this guy in there to stick, I went in there with the 3/32 and drilled it the rest of the way out, and it worked like a charm. You are gonna need one of these drills that has the teeth that you can adjust to, so you can throw in your drill bits, and then the extractor tool, it won't fit into something like an impact. On here, it does say to hammer in the bit. I'm assuming that's what the hammer icon means. I tried to hammer it, didn't work very well, so I just said, screw it. And just sent her straight in there with the screw removal tool. Now, in order to accomplish this, you need to do a few things. You need to spray some WD-40 on there, make sure it's all lubed up before we start just drilling away. Should be good enough. Let's start with the smaller drill bit first. I'm being very careful not to drill too fast, because the last thing we want to do is break the bits themselves. Do I have a magnet? Ow. I had no idea that was loose. What I've done is actually made it really small, or made not really like a lot of the bit come out, so that it doesn't wiggle as much when I'm trying to drill in there. Because I don't need that much depth anyways. It's kind of doing something. It's getting really slaggy. Out of like debris building up in the hole. Wish I had a work light or something. Bit is still looking hot and sexy. All right, that might be good enough for garment work. You can definitely see I left a little bit of a divot in there so that I'm able to get my screw extractor sort of threaded in, see how that works. All right, I wanted a bit more lighting on this product. You can hear my janky solution for lighting falling off. I just put it on a counter. That should work a lot better. The Ryobi instructions say to hammer your screw extractor in, so we're gonna try that. Maybe I need to make that. I might need to drill out that hole with the bigger bit. Did the same trick with the bigger bit, so just got it sticking out barely there, so there's less wiggle when you're spinning it around. WD-40 that again. See how she goes. I like that. You can really see just how much slag has built up on that bit. It's crazy. There's a ton of material coming off. All right, let's see how this actually fits. Let's see if this is an awful noise. Might be better to do this when it's not night out. All right, we will return. All right, it's morning. We're gonna try to get our little extractor in there. And to be honest, I might have to drill a bit more out. Let's go. There she blows. That big old guy stuck in there, now extracted. I basically just put it in reverse after I drilled that bigger pilot hole, and it pulled it straight out. I didn't even really need to put it forward at all. So good to know that these things work like a damn charm. Just have to make sure you got a big enough pilot hole. Grease it up a little bit, all that fun stuff. But now we have a beautiful screwless hole so that we can put the sheared bolt back in there. Awesome. And so we got this out, and that is how you get a extraction done on a completely sheared bolt with a flush surface. Hope you guys learned something. Thanks for watching.